Okay, let's move on to the second question.
Right.
Yeah? How can I learn about business English? Is there any difference between study for examination and one for daily activity, one for daily life, Is there any difference,
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, if you want to learn business English, you have to really learn, you have to focus on specific activities that you would conduct
terminology
in English. For example, what would you say in a meeting? What would you say when you're trying to, present, when you're given a presentation, an oral presentation, a business presentation? There are some fixed words, some fixed vocabulary that you can learn. You got to focus on that and try to remember that. You might want to learn how to write a business email. There's a certain way to write a business email. So the answer is you want to learn business English, focus on the activities that you need to conduct in English, business activities, and focus on those and learn the vocabulary that you need. Grammar is grammar. It doesn't matter if you are using English for business purposes or academic purposes or whatever purposes, you are going to use the same grammar. But the vocabulary is going to differ. That's going to be different, and that's what you can focus on. Get some books that have it. Go on the internet, just search it up. Look it up on Google. There are tons and tons of sample dialogues or sample situations in business English.
And again, do you recommend them to focus on for example, one business book, just repeat it again, rather than just going over so many different books,
Look, I'm really not a big fan of using so many different sources. I'm sort of supportive of the notion that you need to pick one piece of content, any content you want, one book, one text, one show, one song, and invest as much time into that as possible. Try to spend as much time on that thing as possible to get the patterns, to start observing some patterns, so you get an idea what you need to do.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great information.
That's very important.
Okay, last question.